Okay, I have officially finished Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. Let's talk about it. This book was so good. It was so good. It was so interesting. It was so kind of different, but also like fit within the Cosmere, which I thought was really cool. I had a blast. It was so nice. And like, yeah, it just felt good. You know, and like there's like moments of tension that felt real, but the other thing about this book that kind of really has stuck with me is just how, and this is no surprise coming from Brandon Sanderson, but just how creative it was. Having oceans made of spores that you can't get wet, and having like, you know, the tectonic plates kind of move the ocean so they're able to sail that, and then different types of spores in different seas. There was a real dragon in this one, which was so great. There was humor. The crew was great. All the characters were really cool. The whole Hoyd, listen, in some ways, maybe it's just because I'm more Cosmere aware. In some ways, I feel like Tress is just as much a main character in this book as Hoyd is. And that was cool. That's something, I mentioned it in the last video. Hoyd's pretty cool. I did not see that coming at all from me specifically, but I'm like, no, I could get down with Hoyd. I am interested because I have not looked anything up, obviously. I don't know where chronologically this story takes place. Like, did this happen before the stuff that he did in Mistborn and the stuff that he did in Stormlight, or did it happen after? I don't know. Still a little loose on that, but Tress was awesome. I love that she collects cups. I loved all the crew members. Charlie was sweet. The Captain Crow, was so cool. I love that she was like a ruthless captain that made her crew become dead runners. Like, they didn't even sign up for it. She just kind of like forced them into it. And then she's infested with spores, and she has to keep like drinking water to kind of keep it at bay. I loved the switch when they got to the dragon, and she's like, "Hey, I got you a sacrifice, heal me." And Tress being like, "I got you a sacrifice." And then they're arguing over who's going to stay. Great. This book was so good. I loved it. I really did. The more I think about it, the more like just everything about it. The crew, the ship, the spores, the moons, all the different moons like are what drop the spores into the world. And then the sorceress being an Elantrian is pretty wild. And now I'm learning from you guys that Elantrians are like the craziest, most powerful Cosmere peeps in the Cosmere, which I didn't know that. So that was kind of wild. But yeah, this was, I also really like this because it felt like Brandon was kind of flexing a little bit, you know, because he told the story from Hoyd's point of view, but is also a storyteller within a storyteller telling a story, and he's talking about little things here and there. Like, I gotta find it. I loved what he said about memories, because he said that memories, like, and how we are our memories, but memories can change over time. Like, I gotta find that, because that's one of my favorite parts of this book. But yeah, I loved it. It felt like Brandon's version of The Hobbit, because The Hobbit was this like kind of really cool epic adventure, but it also had a little kind of like wink to the audience as well. You know, like there's a moment in The Hobbit where Bilbo finds the ring, and Tolkien literally says like, "Oh, and then he got this ring, but we'll talk about that later." And you're just like, "Oh!" And I kind of got those sort of vibes from this as well. But yeah, I loved it. This was so good. So good. I would honestly recommend this to anyone, even people who like aren't into the Cosmere or like high fantasy and stuff. I just thought it was great. I love the characters. I love the relationships. I loved everything about it. This book was awesome. Next up is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I know nothing about this book. I know that supposedly there's a romance kind of to it, which, you know, I could have gathered, but I've not read the back. I'm going in blind the same way I went in with Tress. I'm so excited for this. And then I just have one more book until I'm caught up with the Cosmere, which is insane to say. But yeah, Tress, 2 thumbs up. Absolutely loved it. Next up is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. Here we go.